na enya me yenti na me mfa ntwitwi ye na osisa uti ya wo ya fa twitwi me se fa twitwi so keke eno a keke na me hia fi honom enti say rheumatism pains na ye pains are from stroke and the akanyina me pa chowa wo slip disc pains no how oh Jack a yom herbal lotion ebebo ye pa yerentam na dey ani kan FDA for approval FDA for approval FDA for approval enti yerentam mo san pesa mo ye sales no ama yom herbal lotion no me pa chowa but the number better jama mom because see am for see 2 yom herbal lotion no e be ton enya as much as 5,000 Ghana cedis umpewe Jake Juma ho yom herbal lotion deals generation enterprise for na de buy drawer koye pa ehwam so kama wo de twitwu kro bi enwu so de bibi na twitwu ho oh koye from 0244 730295 0244 730295 and after 0302 945 146 0302 945 146 yom herbal lotion also for body and joint pains nina onyo mundi nkomo adapo twitwu wo sinwa ho watwitwu wo sesa wo sina ejalo watwitwi sa emfawa ho me pachowa me man we drosun kubi sa so na se wa bloati wa didi no wa me na fe no wo ye ho hwe enye ye kakra pacho drum de be mo we numbi wati edi 30 minutes per numbi yanum so a ye pese discomfort cause wo ye yam toxins wo ye yam stress and your pain oh bisi mu withdraw no and one a dog activated charcoal powder a drosonko I bought a 5 of both defense na what we am ain't no dog activated charcoal powder me say any luxury a necessity dan na me catch you as I say we pay bitifie now we refresh it now reset it a we yam no now reset to yam bibia to me ko ye yes we yam yo ya won so no afin ne se ofin ne se pe no se ne baby ya ne ya the baby na ya no pe no aso ne yam de koso we yam de wunhu eniema bebre enti no so pesa o ma we yam da ho so we di eye aduane bi na food poison a chewo now we pay draw betimi ede ahohoro we yam ahohoro mojanim me pa cho ye dok activated charcoal powder DOK dok activated charcoal powder e wo ho ma into stomach pain for mamo hamo ho mubenya eye dok activated charcoal powder e wo pharmacy bia na herbal shop bia won sabeka bi na fe yen fanse ye ho yare na ye pa enti ya ntem na kopebito na beboa o yenya ntem me pa cho ye pedudu eto ni yenko eye adia pharmacy Kumase love life wo ye Kumase pure live Kumase Colina Kumase nana boachi wotema amen santakrade and over to Joe Bennett pharmacy Osunyane Delight pharmacy wo Kofrodia Wedama pharmacy wa Shaman and our face on pharmacy bia wo eye Okashi drug link na won sabeka be enti anentem na kopebito dog activated charcoal powder DOK 059206885 05982068885 and after 0206 61 6620 now we need a dog activated charcoal powder ending common. And it's 7:45 at the studios of A92.9 Kessben FM at Accra, and I feel so a Kessben TV, and I feel so on DSTV channel 364, and then on Go TV a channel 121, and then on Facebook a Kessben 92.9 on sa ebeka yo hormidin e de mansan so for Kojo Preko Dankwah ne bedin komo a Friday class betena senafe ye den komo no ahihye so, but of course no a Charles McCarthy managing editor of the Hawk newspaper and I'm a citizen of all the Atodazis or betena say general secretary my GCPP, and then my very good brother Kojo Preko, former youth organizer MPP Ayawaso West Wogon betena say, and then then another brother of mine, Gordon Asari Bediako, managing editor Emma ABC newspaper. On also better than Senafi, Yedin Komono Ashes. So I know that the topmost English will have to do. With too many issues have to do with cocoa, and I feel so a year there cost tomatoes traders in the Burkina Bay, and some of course so our honumina and then baby thieves and the Chief Justice has also spoken in terms of a petition against the EC boss and I feel so was spinning in ano. You better in who and come and then I don't pay a wolf here, but I mean chassis now yen chassis ending come and fee a year the cocoa sector. No, indeed, a year demonstration be a coso. A year Western North demonstrating against the reduction of the cocoa price and of course minority for join a demo na a course Western North and who send be brinano and abba but they be and also home komo ye but I had an exclusive interview with Honorable Che Oseche Mensa Bonsu speaking on the same cocoa issues na ankasa ho na afi yenhwe no Kessben TV so na afi so no on 92.9 on also the issues and the matters that were raised when it comes to the issue of cocoa board, cocoa, what he said about Randy Abe and the Dr. Randy Abe and the kahunina. Indeed, cocoa no ye better so na make it sense to all of us and now so say ye increase it na ye mboka which is which. Honorable Oseche Mensa Bonsu, the discussion that I had with him. Intieno nafi yamra memwache mawakwaba eba Kessben 92.9 FM ewo Accra and I face so Kessben TV so on DSTV channel is channel 364 and I face on Go channel no channel 121 on Facebook Kessben TV and I face so Kessben 92.9 meaning man sign so for Kojo Preko Dankwah and I no pay ya bestra ya papa ya bibia former majority leader and I feel so on also national campaign coordinator ma Dr. Mahmoud Baumia campaign no 31st of January election na course no ejuma de wabubi pa ene ye no ene ba bedin common ya hwe de course especially with the party and I feel so way forward aftermath of omo election no de akabia no ye ba bedin hu common na afia hwe de of course we cannot do away with what is really happening at parliament and other matters ye bedin hu common ene Kessben match so and intino ene nkomo eba bidi eno no honorable memo achen ema kwaba eba Kessben TV so na face so Kessben 92.9 bijiri yese bibia ye honamu ye mejeso bro yami adom utie se mi ameka se ya ohu se papunka krabo me abre na ye bre ni juma ye di nfanse be bosomi num e de we say back to back. Yes. Yeah, campaign one number baby. More than kakra. Ama ehunam no afi akwa no ya huju kakra. Oh. Enye easy sir. It was a couple. It was after this in your time na. Na mojoma. Ekumimia ehunam no. We need time to do some serious. It's true. Medical review to see our status. Now we take it from there. Yeah, no cry. Ebefa, nyaminti ebefa. But answer na meba party issues. You know, one of the most critical issues abeto on my Ghana has to do with ye kuafue and ye cocoa farmers especially. Ye nyanentie ama ye nyina ye hu what is really happening within the media space. Say see ano omusika na nkan ye de mo no 3,000 and some cities no enya dia ye de be mo isane say or how kese Edda honomwa SSA on my mooning na yeshe na ye solve what has to do with cocoa board and other matters. Mijidi is a what your comments on these things so far with a cocoa farmers in the cocoa board. Oh, yeah, cocoa juma. To say more kakra. Make I say kakra. You pi. Yesano Kessben 92.9 oye cocoa kweni okay mi ankasa nso me fa ho se me cocoa kweni because me cocoa farms okay wo minia kuma
Kenya Japan, the constituency.
Okay.
Asin enclave no.
Okay.
Krono ankasa. I'm say the Kessben one. The flow asin nyadwem.
Okay.
Asin nyadwem ye. Tete ho politician no oye very known in Ashanti. Even Joe Apia.
Okay.
Joe Apia ni krum. Ene asin nyadwem.
Okay.
Otumfo opoku ware. Sena ne yere ene Joe Apia nua.
Okay.
Yom krum pa ne asin nyadwem.
Okay.
I'm just saying say ndi koko no menimu.
Okay.
Na make say yesu ano okokro bia mu a obehun fie bia ene munyam gumu obisa say wana ne fie ni o penia so esi fie ni penia espesi die juma no oye koko kwani pa o ene ye national best farmers akohwe acreages amudo so chain tete ho kuafo ne no moda national best farm 92.9 is about 2-3 bedroom house emano onu ankasa ontimi nsibi koko business no koko adwuma no yenti asese emu ahwinwan nti se sika kakra de ma wo mo no so kodu baabi na yenti invest kana ma wo mo a na ma asem na yere ayire awe bitimi ate nti obisa me a me meka say ebi edru no mesre say abai no enya everything about sika ede makuafo no.
Okay.
You see, after the Second World War, kosi bruni ebre no ye World War ye cause Second World War wie na primary producers no nebo ekosoro na atiaba fom eno na ma kosi bruni ebeti cocoa marketing board.
Okay.
Gold Coast brew nanya Ghana time. Why did they do that? Omu yes asa na ebe ya say afi ebi cocoa no bo kosoro a ombete kakra to omu yesi ama akuafo no ekodu afi foforo say ebo no international market price no eso tipia na de motete ho no be cushion because more or less kana mo de ma akuafo no guaranteed. Cocoa marketing board akosi bu no tie no sa na tie eni nti na ma mo ye ne sa kwame nkroma baaye obehu se omonya bafa sikani bia to ho no na nkroma e decide say obetimi diska no aya de foforo obetimi diska no akoye omansiesie development ahodo obetimi de man cocoa sikani bia ye. So nkroma na a sha says what this can no yes a niema no.
Okay.
Na afena e bona wo se ngebia wo hwese bia be pagya kakra no. Na bo no pagya no ntimi nko. Eno na ma National Liberation Movement ba Ghana.
Kessben 92.9
because nkroma had assured the farmers so musika no se no musie no na fibia metotum. And he guaranteed the prices. I'm not able to tell immediately. Say, now, someone was say, "Cocoa, praying back home. You can't praying back home. 2.5 praying uniform and a bottle back home."
Okay.
So,
okay.
Praying uniform and a bottle back home. Was it praying back could be? I think he guaranteed to buy it at 4 shillings also. And energy and America came together. Bafa koto say na nga beka say no ye best farmer cocoa no do cocoa kese pa ene ne ma bafo anu ye utumfo chairman penny started agitation said oh papa no abeda dai enti yen rise against nkroma eno ne the National Liberation Movement ene cocoa prices enti the American say abai ebi abedu na ba no hwe cocoa price ni yes already galamsey say nkofo me I am go for some because omo me ko for ne ben ofin river no
okay
and omo ka say omo koto you know asase no makoye galamsey I told Minya say Minya penny na ohwe adwuma de bidi na chi aka jam say debi ye nto asase no koko no o say ebi anyi ni betwa agukura say aduan fo bebe asase na wo ho no ho omde mto mo de ma ho ye ni ba ye so no makotwa ayira fa koko no ho na o de na akoka mfifi akoye island e do be so ko agi say esu to agi say o de canoe so I'm just saying that already no that's what people are doing until say yentini anhwe ni ya anhwe ya cocoa industry will go down under.
Right, do you see Omaino play politics with cocoa? I mean, an NDC can say, MPP can say, any buy na kawi wo hona syndicated loan ye say. It look as if the cocoa farmer ye in chain and politicians a dear train tree with this one. Are we doing politics with this?
A car has always been there because of forest hills are more, you know. And as they make us a scanner, so much TBD Yeniama, but here, you say, can any cocoa roots, President go for time? No cocoa roots. Cocoa roots, no. Uncle Tom cocoa, no margins, no. First one I buy no Indian. It be near the cocoa roots. Mills and buy enough, one person more cocoa roots, one person more yeno. Kessie power, I mean, yeno in a big way. And their fee, busy on the echo for Ebano, Echo Jibano. No more di ebi and a cocoa roots. Say bonus ko tika krebia na do be kushi no na fa na ko fa hagi ohunti ama o zanya wo ama politics kakra be what you say because the president Mills cry time he raise issue about a road bi won kran na o mo ye so tube no mo ko ye roads na o mo define say cocoa road so I as a minority leader asked say cocoa you do an kran and na maybe you do cocoa no ayenya a quiet coho, no so quiet cocoa, a quiet coho. A fade, what a bank and away. And I was going to say bank and before quiet on a cohabo. And the cocoa rose in a go. So it meant that a fay west and the cocoa rose from the cocoa growing areas, and cities and urban areas, na you go. And now, what can say politics a cry ebemun. So, cocoa no, a fay, yes, per se. Apart from cocoa roots, no, you see, each cocoa ni be a goo. Now, you say, I'm a modria.
Yeah.
Can you know comedy? No, don't. Who could born a man trying to cocoa egu? What's an idea? Also, money seedlings. Open the year, also money seedlings. Nina, be at the cost of, at the expense of government. To us, I buy no miss can you demand woman or me, a man also for the can you? Who is carrying anyway, anyway, was and acquires a damn cocoa, and you know. And set aside the more fans spray more so spray machines and years on for Nina cocoa scanabia. To be in this can equal. Now, what you share so? And that is what you should begin to look at management of cocoa revenue. No, what we are doing is it the best for the cocoa farmers? Oko agriculture, cocoa to a private entrepreneurs neto.
Okay.
And now buying neto.
Okay.
Private entrepreneurs no omo na hia okoto bia de ono kwa na emfaso ne kase efi ne ho enti ni aye kan nyina no omo mfaso omo pen omo nya ne nyina no ene agriculture for say omo to omo koko at 3,600 na say also there what is so at the about 2,500 about 30% reduction is huge. Last week the Kokumase and the partner me my sister radio station be a interview. That was Thursday anopa. Na me ka say no ma ba no yes obeti so mo ni because what is so pe almost mago at the Cote d'Ivoire. It has always been like that. What is so say Cote d'Ivoire for price no higher than Ghana for there by 200 cedis. I be encourage smuggling. And then 200 cedis. 1,000 cities. And that's why I'm saying, say, maybe near Mesra by no. Say if there's anything they can do on that, say Omo ebe pesca fi baby e dia subventia. Omo nyesa because in the long run ometwe nya musika back. What I say? I think that is what government should begin to be looking at. And yes, sir, Kukono, Efa, Beko, Amicus. Usually, say, a more year smuggling, no more the Prosifonia soldier for go border. Say, almost stop a smuggling. But I tell you, they are never able to stop it. Or no, what you want to say on the Ombiska. And they say, Odu Honoka, and nay 1,000 cities in that way. Look at say Joe, what the bag be out made you 200 cities.
Yeah.
Nobody had 1,000 cities. What in the transport the film was there? Yeah, the back be a corners and be a met 100 cities. Now make 1,000 cities. And for sure. Let's say you know what's the money 100 cities per bagger. Or even 200 cities per bagger. What the back up. What I say. And that is what we must begin to analyze. You see, sometimes you can't just be counting on the patriotism of the Ghanaians. So, ye munchre or mind bapap, moye, in due time, no, if they ban any manema. What I say? I'm telling you, yeah, I'm really here. Revenue now pay for Kukurumono this year, unya. Because about when Imra was on maybe 20-25% as one go they go. And the revenue now pay unya scan also a swati. And you rather be rendering naked. Don't forget say why budget.
Yes.
Budget now you know. Skasa na de shame so we to go for meska. And na make say yenhwe koyan bi aso ye say bit ma cushion wo mo. After all, you see the ho kire no dey na ba na ye. So $13 billion abo city na homa to keep the city strong. And that is why some of us were thinking say Saturday na buy no ye
Kessben 92.9
because after all I buy we buy you know city no ye wo no ko hit 16 cities per dollar.
Yeah.
And this is for 17 cities. Yeah, now it's laughable. 17 cities, they been cost 17 cities. A good part of time. It never went to 17 cities, 16 cities. But year fees were not it was trending downwards. And my year fees were 7th January.
January, yeah.
2025 year fees were the exchange rate was 14, was it 14, 15 or something? It was just around 14 cities. What I say? From 16, within 5 months, it trended downwards. Yes, I buy no our no, no also the dollars kakra support to cities to keep the city strong. But what government was doing at the time was about $1 billion every year. Every quarter, it was around $250 million. And then we buy ye, every month we spending more than $1 billion. When $1 billion, and then I buy that a usual for the whole year. We do $1 billion every month. Now what says you can be feed the city in India. Unya says you can ever more a equafano. But just to keep the city afloat, saying because we are managing the system well, they are over $13 billion. ABC January ending. $13 billion. At the bossy dinakoma, just to keep that artificiality. And that's why I think that government has not been managing the system very well.
Okay.
Because in 13, in fact, 13 up to January, 13, I think it was about 13.5 billion. That was at $13 billion. The bossy dinakoma.
Yeah.
We all contractors, we are about 20 billion cities. Which is about $2 billion. Who says he can add enough to contractor for? I'm saying that ye fish when they see the cry trendy downwards already. So Jano yes and in a year, Cassidy in Cababa bear 13 to 50 baby. A hot and Cababisi. And I will obey chinchim artificially with this Kakuchimina, a tiba from who. Now, system here, they say, Caribbean, no more sandy, be a good they are just sustainable. Most of big push. Big push in the concept, you say, infrastructure be brave. A discovery system no more. But scanning system no more, are not able to even your own big push, won't even go. It's on paper. One award contract. The contractors are not working. Because something just come out. And they say, scan out the cobusi na come man. Sankasa scan one of the years idea. In here. Kenya better. Or not a 4 year man out to or moka. MS Kappa system no more. You call Simon and saying, you call, what I saw farmers, or harvest or more yam, bayre. Be on top. Scanning system no. Tomu lodu by then go abobo ya mo be abem yenu mi enza o de come market akoton or the corners had any their befi.
To be on top.
Be on top. Cause scanning system no. Ni by day a o fa de bo na djuma no. Otua Canada o. Fertilizer okoto e otua Canada. And you wo hwe so be nya sika kwa do nya margin kakra. Margin no, the SSA is gone. Cedi now fall on Nintino. Dollar now fall against Cedi. The margin is gone. But the Sika now open the Sika you can't have it. Also, be any Sika system. Because contractor for no kauti to Amoka. Also by automatic posting of teachers and nurses. Are not able to do that. Omamoko Young came to Amoka. So you see, what can the Cedi now perform? We are always talking about the microeconomic indicators. So we are growing the economy at the micro level, but there's no growth. There's no development.
Very interesting.
So it's growth without development. All sectors now, nothing is going on in the other sectors. In the real sectors, like agriculture, like education, like energy, like everywhere. Maybe I tidying because of skinny system. The cocoa seminar.
Alright, to end a cocoa matters in Nano. I know Rebecca said leadership here as it stands now, Dr. Randy Abbey and a year cocoa board penny. So far, under 1 year, and the things that you are seeing, who is saying?
Oh, me, Randy, the way we're in this. But the way media person, assembly befi, suddenly we see critique I thought Sibia, when you show who be maybe a neck can be a bit of a I think that's far there. When you're too impressed, and I feel crown so no. Now no, but you say be in a penny be a cassase or call. Mfumo okoye oni farmers bi ko share farms na o kana sem konya o de koya na otiso no kra it wasn't good so cocoa farm na
o say nyo no de koye
o say
nyo no de koye
obi de baba na
say mpemfo abadia e ba
bacho ekufo ado ono okọ the function ono opeje na konya ko state protocol na de ko. How often did the NDC not descend on the Kufado? So they are Konya, Nakunya, no person being no president, the two Land Cruiser Bakumuni, the Akujano. State protocol for a Kufado non as one Akunyako. And he himself critiqued.
Kessben 92.9.
No. Metise or Kase. Obia Kasa Aseno. Na silly. Randy Abbey.
Kessben 92.9.
Obia critique you say Konya Kono. If you didn't do that, silly. Is that arrogance of power? How too soon? Because any part the way Obi can the way you react tells your tolerance level.
Okay. So
can you accommodate so be criticizing? What I say? Not only you, but the government, you can't get it right always. Me, I mean, because
okay, so 11 minutes into 8 a.m. into the UTA 92.9 FM. So Honorable Oseiche Mensa Bunsu, and then again, Ocean what TV so Kessben TV so on, and what TCC and also the comments and views when it comes to cocoa matters and home como and what this is here. And of course, send me the kind of demonstration course. So as and when we'll get you all these tips now for your book and also near show the echo when it comes to a demonstration course or minority for course I could join the cocoa farmers or Western North Equia where you manning in and also be who and come on year pa or text message in a face or your WhatsApp messages in Pacho for Nina making kind in so amount away Kessben 92.9 and after Kessben TV meeting at a man sign for Kojo Preko Dankwah. Now citizen of all after that is Atenase General Secretary GCP Officer Charles Maakye or your managing editor Emma the Hawk newspaper on what I say now fe a Minia Bema Gordon Asaribidia managing editor Emma a ABC newspaper on what I say about being common and I know person can issues confronting us, all matters. I mean, especially what the cocoa issues, the cocoa matters, and I feel so. The issue of baby thieves and the crime first one. The health ministry. I've heard the Ghana Health Service also saying, "CCC, doctors and nurses for uniforms, are necessary for them to wear, and then almost tagging so yemfa embohonom. Is it something that we need to do with Sanka Madianke Mboswana?" And I said, "Yeah, Nina, Chief Justice also has threw out a petitions by two that one has to do with the EC boss and also OSP and also another matters that didn't fit in a bedi who and come and pay for Micham Bibia. Nice, Bibia, fine. Brad, what in Bia? Eh, me to catch it.
Across the street here, I can
dear no
much as Maakye I do a boss.
Oh, sir.
Yeah, Busafo.
True. Into my match as in your door, Oh, okay.
It would be papa.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, shall be.
Yeah.
No one no actors now.
I only on one.
Yeah,
okay.
And a political party base. Why?
But I suppose why a big man. Now me him on social media say and now Thanksgiving was so white to pan. Oh, a damn.
I say, so far that is the most peaceful partisan political election ever held on the African continent.
What's it?
Me can it
with the San Kebio?
Me say about 31st. It is the most peaceful partisan political party election ever held on the African continent.
It becomes history?
Yes.
So are you saying other political parties election may peaceful God will say be and
me come party as also
okay, Matthias.
But it is not in contest.
Okay.
And yet debatable.
Okay.
What does it?
Matekasa.
Say MPP ni aye bida. Ya to abada. Ama and yet that peaceful to say
yes. So if this one is peaceful,
yes, it is.
It didn't fit for you to.
Of course. African continent, and to baby manage that peaceful. That is me.
Nice one.
It's say fita.
Nice one. Then we here why are they? Charles, be able to there. I Charles we here Gordon sir.
Oh, I said the call baby. I mean, continue for no call.
I ain't no help sir. Okay.
Only me ba bia ko.
Obwa. Banku ka ke bi ti wo ya me.
Oh, okay.
Only me ba bia ko.
So,
ba ye. Say what who say, we be winning national election just the over Friday class.
Okay. No problem.
So we need communication director MPP. One my Friday class I would to me.
No problem.
I man akwa. O de awon ni na ba ye better na pepe.
Umuza.
Charles Maakye.
Says him be able there. Yes sir.
Yamanado. I was in our bank account.
Amen.
And a payment in chill.
Joseph.
I'm in chair production team. My pa moya man Ghana.
Yeah, that's it.
In chair Munia Charles Maakye. And Gordon.
Yes, sir.
Also, I think this is my first time me share.
Oh, okay.
On set.
Okay.
I've seen him from afar.
Okay.
I've heard his name from afar.
He's the creator of Coca.
Coca Dehi.
Coca.
Coca, yeah, you seminar working.
Entertainment. Coca,
or Coca and Crime Coca.
But how can I be creator of Coca? Somebody mean that dynamic one.
Mean your bema.
How can I be the creator of Coca?
You gave him platform.
I just said, me mean from entertainment side.
Exactly.
And I want him from political side.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, entertainment now one in
okay.
I chance say about that me
Oh yeah, then.
That be. We see.
Oh, to me,
but things in contest. Coca ye man platform. Movement television. Say they mean so and mama platform. Sandy we as it we my platform. We are my platform. We born home dia no to utilizing the year.
Kessben 92.9.
Anyone can. What you say?
Utilizing
what I say? It yes my ya Coca platform. And my what buy political ya also ebe can be. Na contest. O ya be contest no. What I say? It you know the but
violent free.
What's why they?
What's violent free? The whole of West Africa means that.
Me pacho that 31st
move pushing for unity.
The person just said 31st na kasa na to abano.
Problem when you on unity danga mo there.
Yeah, baby, no, so because unity that they are preaching. You shall say with that way. You shall say with that 1 year doing come up. Citizen kasa na mo jefi na lumi there. Mo you say in your fine. Say inti yon ko to ande mra wa.
Oh, mon comrade.
Yes, Susie Herbal. Any nkomo na fe yemra back na yemeto so honum. Susie bi abakọ there.
Kojo Yankopado.
Friday class in there na say you newcomers. No more betena, no more no more buy.
Or the vim
number no. Yeah. Straight.
And but before you to on shall me shut back class month then you be that.
Dabi. And to no be 2000. Because na if you that.
Every Friday na ye kolon. We don't see you.
And then Friday.
And then Friday.
I can be in a dream what dance you but what came my married by.
What I want to be that Yenya. Obedi. Oh di.
That's say me honyo.
I
said me be do what dance here now. The would be dia. Me jai.
When ni. Okay, yes, road dey demand. Because I dance here chance say di wodro we hu no ho. Chance Maakye di no ho.
What was so big crack power we any could say yes, so.
Nipa.
It's about 2,000 hours and Sidia. You can't question me. Your mother's
okay. And yes,
me dance be at 3,000.
Sir, we will be at 3,000.
Dance be at 3,000.
Susie have a phone problem.
And so what make
1,000.
Okay, so what make 1,000?
Me dia want to make 1,000. So you ready there meet me there.
Yeah, ready. You be
to.
You be
But today I'm for a dream.
Nippon used to be the Nippon Numbida, Oba no more dance here, pa, and a citizen at Odazi.
Sir,
General Secretary, my DCP. I hint to know I saw money being and I'm not compares you, mano. No, Obutus is here.
Money, Sibima like your count. It's too malaria near dear no, and a man wine and damn fine. And I meant to measure that your gallon their bro. Now, not yet fine. My boss, Pato, but I'm going to guess it here. Oh yes, be more like your mother. Na bibia go you reach baba.
Green na. Say capsules me wa. Aye. Me
particularly say.
Who dey dance the bidi na chi. You see, me ntimi no mo ndro bebre nchi.
Okay.
Ntimi no kitua bia na me nya effect na abo.
Let's we jaya to baby. Okay.
Ba be dem say me born 1 2 3 now to say yes chale.
Bibia ye. Allah. Na dey.
The one dey ni che dey dance here.
What take I know? What take 1,000?
So I say. E ja fa mo he. Won say me ba make us.
What you say no say kind of say. Jawum.
What you say? The one dey me penny je Harry, some now, all kind of honor. What you say, Miss Row, a CB men, and Nunie, Susie Abba Center, Cachono. Yan, ya no way, dear Bajaso, and Penufo to say, or would your mind anymore, or Munel Sumo minor, ain't it be or Money Babano, dear, never blow. It to one cassa to money to how many times now, what is some painful and nip particular be Musay, echo bedroom was him. What be crowder? What time will be which hour ever? omo politics omo kom baby nanso esabe enya me ho fentie o enya mi sika mi nika pere bisa se me betra no me kwa na ya na me na omo na se pe 200 100 bi what ya se enso wo se de omo di aduro no wadanse ni nyina le se omo aso ahwe na agi omo mo se eyampa se de bia me betra me ka ho asem se eye purely herbal eye natural eni so boni bia eye organic abibifo ye de ne ahaban etire nyankopon de bedua asase we so no ye ba no odi enuaba ne ahaban ko ne dua eno ose ni dua na ba ni ye mfa ahaban ne se ye ho ye de wanka maburoni okama ko bibini me no mienu etime pa chow uye bema na wanya infections ti se gonorrhea ti se syphilis infection ayaw ama bema mu kekaw ensa gugu ho afedie utimi enwonso na nso firi mu ba na afon ayeketoa na wo ho hyehyew esantentan beti gu anim ensa gugu ho woda wontumi na wodwonso nketenkete wodwonso na mu dwan wo ma utimi nyohwe bra mesraw koto sibi men capsule sibi na sele mpanyifo di ada koto sibi men nanom enkankan be ma waye mre wompam me pacho unyini a eye natural normal aging ede mreyo kakraba ema immune system no ya natam bia ekofom ntino ema wo mpaso growth ensu kofom enu achi me ma no mo sperm count estati diminish issues etaba hom mutimi nyinya challenges ewo mo sperm count mu ebitumi ya infections etra wo so cha ebitumi ko tra sperm count ema be ma wutimi nguba na agene no eduro ba kope ene wo Ghana West Africa a wo be no ma ebe Jesus sperm count mu problem no e dey free ho wo betutu akuma bo mu wani age eye sibi men capsules anopa be you se bra wadi dey wie me oba akua me breakfast besia me coffee yi me jollof si ho me no anenra nwumere e ba na sa no na nwumere adecha no pa na mi nkosua me Ghana ni die yese ye egg republic for nkosua nkwa Ghana kwa internet so a nkosua na mudi huru yan me ba to no mi nkosua se siguso nkwa ndi bi ko school me kwatoa so na magigim na agu fam na mahwehwe ma de me wi a na fa matoa so na me bɔ madwuma eti wo so de titi no a me pa chaw unum wi a na wa you sibi men mienu na wanom anwumre wadi de wi a wo koda na wa mienu be me wo tumi ada e be relax ni padua no wo hu se bre na wo be nyina ade chia wo de ahoden foforo wo ba dwunso wano wo hu se ni padua majo pains ni nyina akọ wo chika se wa poso asa wani mu nyina ya basa na ni nyina de chia wo se wan tumi ana na de chia na bofu na ti pound kete na wo bre wa no fo sibi men beboa wo e be yi infection ni nyina firi ho na bra edru ahemache 3:34 am nu a aja wanyine se gina sunie se bo adwumanie se kobanie se body tinko wankasa ubedi adansem wani age eye sibi men capsules mesraw ya numbers aba screen so ya wie bi tete ya wie bi hawo ya wie bi di wunya na wakwa bre wanu minura bre waja enko wo mpane wo kwa hospital yesi a me pa cho for numbers no eno na wo screen so no ya numbers na wo screen ase no mamutie radio so mabobɔ de amamo na monye na yeni nkomo ka science and symptoms a wo hu e wo nipaduanum se de yare no ye wo no ensanchene ne niamam ene ha wo feel wo nipaduam no kane nyina che yan doctors no omo na befa anajo awie anopa anytime ofra ya beje so ne wadi nkomo na wakase de yare no ha wo akye yen na yatumi ede aboa wo me pa chawo me ma wo sibi women answer na no me nika mo ya numbers ni bi ma wo mo amohwe TV no e wo screen so mo amutie radio 0247 11 1671 0247 11 1671 afa me ma wo sibi women enu ne sibi women capsules eno so your bad de kai say yenrei ni nyina ya hapan enuaba ni nuaba na ene ade aye na sibi women no your bedroom eye mama nko a sibi men ye mema nko a pepa cho say wo your ba oju nso na wase hihyew e ho na okekaw na nsa agu ho potompoto ne ma basa bi efi ho wanye infection eno no o de po white chlamydia so hwan syphilis gonorrhea eyawa ensantrene ne niema wuhunu no ebi kro ho niema bi firi ho ba enhyem kunan enka ewo ho enhyem kunan menua ba unyinya miscarriages say infection tawa wude mu cha ekofa ba obi ho no mo se mi ni be mehyeram ni hu so na san ba infection tawa so cha na wan treat ni ye nya do te CB women and treat am ema service no ano no ebuka hyem entia na sabi unya wo message beba na mo bibi ntumi nwram sa wonum CB women a se osia kwan na asia no ma wide den na aka atwem na akwala ntumi nwram no bipa cho ebe na ne no ebe kum infection ya wie bi ewe inside ekuro bi ewo wasewa ensane nema be shiri nyina se afi wo hu ba beto betumi adidu betumi ada wo bu nsa na wa ya se twa wo ya se endometriosis and da ni odini etwa awo ese ni padua ema oba kwabra boy obasa num CB women oba ye sisters to se wan num CB women wonum CB women a ehokoro wo system num ebustu immune system no ema cells awuwu ni ade nyina asan ba oba watenka ateko wonum CB women ebeboa emas awot me de ba bre kaka ye na ikita nkolanke to a ye na cha wo mu no chale enya ize wonsani ni help ka ho eyansam keto a bre be ma watenka ate akọ me pa chow CB women ena ebeboa wo CB women yo ba ye ema wani je ema bibia koye ema ho che ho so edi uni ema wo yo ba sima na wani mti ewo pono so a wani makwa akote mpa so na bibia koye CB women bema ofichi krumu nyina akọ obebu nsabra na sisi so yie wo na maseme wo ye bibu mu nsa maye sha senum CB women a man am wo reproductive age from 18 to 35 years e ho na da bia meka say according to science no obetimi awo healthy babies edru wona o menses onsabuo enwo problem a ebe ha no CB women na regulating the kama na wonso timenwo emfa wo emfa obamu wanenye CB women no eyema oba anopa ubeyi 2 anwumre na wayi 2 na wanombra wadidi awie na wokoda CB soap ni ahofadua etwi wo nanti oba CB soap etwi wo nsam enesimu poti no ano na mano ehye mosi yamfa de edi dwaremra me ba cha enche eba o ye ne FDA fo wie ya ye de ba me honam ekoba some days me nsra eno na me dware me ho atoso sayi na CB soap de ye wo de twi wo nanti a where the tree 90, a dear pedicure manicure, won summer sin cheche, won summer ya do nentia papa, nentia ya ding. Would it cheer, Bamana shine? I as a gamno, memre empire view. I feel nentama propronon so, Bamani in aqua, Obo and so start here to a West season ye bay, the more remove propro, the nantable propro, the nenti pro, na no pro, Phoebe sunny. Ah, and yet. You see CB soap, one not the equator rub, we are no them. What the cow now here, one not it. Do the rub back one. Now the CB soap, I ya won somewhere, ne will 9 more rare, and will none tum no one santama proprono. Now, what the warm water, and a dancing a cratum. Bear 15 to 20 minutes, I would have found. No, I wash it. Sana the butcher into so amana ye. Me pacho, me no worry, me sorry so. Okay. Me say the CB skin care soap no air ba. Enche ubehu ne live ewo TV so etimu ntwe mesrawo bomoden na froye numbers no ma yenni dwa froye ne yeni nkomo yare ye waka froye ne yeni ho nkomo wo pese wutu aduro ne biton a won so froye na yeni wuni nkomo ba bibia wo nationwide Ghana baby even across borders no you deliver edeko and say within Ghana e do fra no watch your location no order do a wo pe na you deliver fine na ye dia brewo wo be do to so betumi akoka echi druggling bisa repash heba ho no mu anabra ya so ye osuhum amanhia baby bia ye to edo wo bro no so ompata mu in your community area no wo benya CB enwe bi ato anom na wato frey ye yo na ye ni nkomo yare ha waka na ye moa wo ye numbers ni nie 0246 57 87 50 0246 57 87 50 ena ye wo 0247 11 1671 na yeni nkomo osi Suziana Ghana mani me mother was a friend of Bakria. Okay. Na kojo mom kwaya. Basamba kojo. Yes. And then they see a boiling. Ah, be boiling. Say chere. Yes, yeah, pa. Osi aji ani. Papa ba yidi and what is say? Ekoyi yenti. Na ko boy aduma. E be share down. Matthias. Kojo me da se. Me da se pa yeni Suzi here before na ATM komo se now. I have a text message here now for fa e go den share when it comes to party unity and no Thanksgiving no call here the reconciliation agenda that they have ni na no yeni nkomo fi hormona
Ghana for cocoa matters. Now this one says that I don't see the 24-hour economy as a game changer being proclaimed by the Yanom for. In fact, there must always be a demand driven to assess their so-called 24-hour economy. John Mahama and his government have lost credibility. People are dying in Burkina Faso, and this government doesn't care, but rather name-changing spree, i.e. Kutuka Airport, and the next day NIB being changed to BNI. And the question is this the priority of Ghana now? We are tired of mediocrity and gainsaying. Blueprint right from Esikado Ketan and Odinidi Ebaye. Now, Kwablavi of Pokwasi Benghazi says killing of Ghanaian women tomato dealers by Burkina Faso Islamic jihadists on Ghana, Burkina Faso highway. Burkina Faso drivers use our roads in Ghana all the time, but we don't harm them. They destroy our roads with their heavy long trucks. Even some of these Burkina Faso drivers who use our roads don't pay the road to levy, but their Islamic jihadists have killed our mothers and brothers and burned their dead bodies. Greeting to Gbavolate, Honorable Michael Kpakpo Alote, Accra Mayor, Honosonedia or the Ebaye, and this one is a long one, but I'll try and see if I can read them. Some watches, Maakye says that, look, this kind of long talk, exaggeration, and shouting is neither here nor there. The fact on the ground is that the current administration, led by Mahama, has disappointed, being deceptive and insensitive to Ghanaian cocoa farmers. The question still remains, and I still want to know if you are saying Cocoa Board was in debt. Why did they increase the price to 3,600 Ghana cedis? Karma is real. When when you throw a stone at a wall, it will definitely bounce back to you. On Sunday or the Ebaye and this one is doing a heavy calculation here. And then he says that a farmer bought fertilizer at 500 per bag and plow 1 acre at 180 Ghana cedis and purchase wheat side at 450. Cost of production. So 500 plus 180 plus 450 plus labor cost. If after everything a farmer gets 8 bag of 1 bag is sold at, okay, we'll calculation, we need to look at it very well. But we'll see. But everybody won't come on. So keep your text messages coming, and then your WhatsApp messages in na yemfa ND and komo and before tenase yen shase. Gordon, I'm not shase a quick one on these reconciliation, the MPP Thanksgiving Amokoye Ninano, the possibility of you seeing reconciliation with your party and other matters when it comes to the MPP now.
Friday class next I know
pa.
Mr. Boss can
oh are they?
Hey.
I saw account. So, or your former youth organizer MPP, I was West Wagon.
And presently in Sway.
Presently, or your Kojo Preko.
Yeah. MPP, and I say
that is also only party.
And the Mamon Kafoman.
Say, and the title, no, we did that. God, no, only posted that.
What, sorry. What I sorry, no, it's our sorry for.
On castle sorry for.
You was me quite sorry, me couldn't.
And I make a choice say, I say, on quite sorry, be sorry, so he's floating. Or you're floating. Oh, okay. So he stole the former. Ayawaso.
President
or your former president.
Yes.
Okay.
Former president.
Okay. It's also maintaining the former now.
Okay.
I'm a little on the reconciliation, and then let's hit on the cocoa matters.
Well,
10 minutes on that. 10 minutes your dear.
I made the massive panteja. Friday in the metro and my baby. At least it will be every other week.
Sure.
Every other week. My five now. You see, ya koto abawi.
Kessben 92.9.
Na me a realist. It me I see it as it is. Na penifo ko take a decision say about to abandon 31st January 2026 no. How quite the confusion started by. Say na then ye koto abayi ntemo sa. Meanwhile, so it was within the constitution no. Say you bit to abandon that early. Ekofo kan ho asem a ekire mu obi a gitum prozi asem by yesi bi mu se wo de o me ekoto prozi a ebi mbe wiem enti e mankofo ento prozi ye no so ko fa nti wa hye kakra bai echi etekodai enkofo toto wo mo ho etwa ntoto nkofo so di nkofo atem sana contest ne koye enti na ayehu in fact MPP fo bebre kopo ebeka be 2 weeks ame akoto aba no na nkofo yem hiso mu say 31st de mrantem na ye nkoto aba no which means afena amampenfo mu take side decision say nkoto aba 31st no o ma vindicated na mencha in fact this is the fair now that was the first time man ye koto aba na MPP e dey agina ko Ghana Police Service for onsa say ye here police for bebre ama police for aye press conference say eba na ye beto no every police station bia no at least you benya police for makomako 70 ni say yehu internal contest ni say yehu pa say police for makomako 70 na general elections kwaya omunya say e bia be 5-3 per police station na general internal contest ye nipa ni nu 300,000 na 70 per police station di na anodin etine ye suru gudem ye dan ye de ko hye so no nyame nchaade ebesi na me no ka sei menti wo bia waka kire sei ye wi abanum ya ma nipa anto aba du nya ya nkan ama no menya ntibi dena fe krompo di say me ka say contest ne koso no ono kene Japan po ka say ono die say obeye MPP flag bearer na ye ko general election na electoral commission and declare results na won concede okay interesting unum say Saturday na ye to aba no ya ye pon 2 o'clock no by 4:30 no by 4:35 no no kene Japan a concede ahead of time, ahead of the formal declaration by the electoral commission. No, was saying. Not just I don't know. Emu aye French mu aba my bro so ma. Beyond reasonable doubt. Also what did to me say the yakwa kudru no. It by the time enumerate your call MPP headquarters. Na electoral commission did declaration the buy no. Yen ko ho no na empanifo eba ni obi afre Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia amani tirinkwa. The nefe ni se kwen no enipa nan a mo ne contest here no party me obi a kwan say won kasa kakra enti obi a so kasa kakra che say enkulum di aba ma party no enti party mpanifo na ye da o masi flag ye ferry say aspirants no so no ye da o masi ye called ekoda yakopon ase e wo UPSC Dr. Bawumia ekasai kasa o kasa nyina no about unity. Uti obi akasa wo kanyina is about unity. But you know ne ye caution nyina ho say contest die to bia na kasa timi bem. Ba ya nto ye bo. Asembo ho mo anye careful aka kire wunua. Obeka se wo de achew. Nanso no na aye etwa bi da ne ho. Ebi ma kan sem bia ma aye etwa bi da nipa bi ho. Ama isa wo ebe den kwa so beko ni ba ko ne ho. Entiji se bibi it's a wunya adibi utimi very bold taking bold decision said no let me bury all my nyina na mintu na mon kan chen bakone say asa me kai kire wujafo fa cheme then nyina yintimi ento aso na enya adwuma de efe ne say ye wie yin obi ti say Dr. Atakanedi yeah for long time almost 10 years maintain say waka se papa bi pa ampo ase da fa MPP ho ba we ye to abawie no me hu so akasa baby say Dr. Bawumia deserve second chance. In fact, wako Dr. Bawumia efie akochia no. Yeah, very good. Enipa omo lawyer form penifo a omo ne Nana Akufo-Addo Dr. Bawumia Jacob Cheblanti e Supreme Court 2012. Omo nyina aka bomu akofie ho akochia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. In fact, obi dey say lawyer Addison, Philip Addison. Me ka the last time my MPP ni bi hu no public space bi say that. But wako Dr. Bawumia ho akwakochia no. So wo hwe say the last bi na ko wo pe MPD e wo Ekwapem North. Kwankura party for bi de ne fa so kura say be disqualify no say din no so di yawo. Party no kura sa ba ban mu no. Me just so say e man no post kese bia e fata no ni di bie. It wono so no wo ya die wol mu kakra but wako Dr. Bawumia ho enna kwa kodi enkomo honorable Maakye Jakon of Maakye Jakon wakoho all the aspirants say akase aka honorable Kenneth Japon pele minya hu say wakoho no mo enti eye emaye kakra masa hu say yem say jubilation on the side of one mudi nkunim no yem say I am moderate kakra because to the bia menua obi akwa akrofa so hili ebi mu kasa bia ano ohye but mesre say maye responded because inkugu yawo inkugu ya ebi mu boka millions of dollars gone down the drain enti no so ba ko be shed dem asu kakra mo ala me ba ko shed dem asu kakra so betime pie na obekasa na say bia no be hia ye no kwa still no maye respond in equal measure because ale inkugu ya I'm telling you owiase obi a wo si handle the defeat enti no media meka say ye won panifo party no omo mugidi say esi to na mo komo holo mo kodi nkomo say obi a mra back ni ntimi hweso na party no ye fa ko enim no ye betimi aye enti me go sar kakra na betimi aka
okay all right
me nua say ye wi a me so me the baby project
okay all right
me the baby project na me didi nkomo eso wasan be fi
Maakye Kojo oh baby kito be confirm unity issues na fi rekoko matters no oh yeah
no can say we don't fa kwanya some chinti for ni ahwefo ene me mo chance de bia me never because of ibinti you can na de bana ascent there say the motor never was it and yes motor na say motor chitsa ehu che wiase
da bi ya ene
ehu na me hwe time na isle go am fi ban Kojo akwane nto ne bumpo e ho no tia so se language no onte se de no me aka me nyankopon ma ni nyina e produce what me see an me hu ade go for bre organ
yeah
I tell you
all right
and you about me fact when na me am ncha me am nia
okay okay
me hu na che all the promise of cookhouse one with
yeah
we don't know I am pia do mo to be no ma election mu election no ma election here there no ma yes LPP contest no mu yes the mema ofie the support to and support to you top for money top for you top from the pra obi am paja ebiem omo ya the contest there omo ya do obi to be man yon ba ne papa so nse wo de me former house what man say na no work me so no me be kan bibi ewi an ma ba fie sa ata ma no fie ne wa hawie wo mu no mo ne man ka se sa mo ho kire mo apropra no ya ma kokko di meto ba bia se say minya stia mo ba be so stia ni men sa amra fie obi and de be nya sa fie ni ti mam bi mo adidi awie ne se ba bia ti se mo akoto no mo nyina ho
di se be bia wo na adidi ho kama
o da me ne di ya but at least anya crowd and from a papa bo fa me ho
okay
and me dia ko so me pay what ma say
okay
ti da me kan say Thanksgiving yom ka so mo ye fine good upon so mako yom aba no ba kakra me ka chom so mo ko ni e twe bibia me leader na no mo hwe ni because obi a Muslim no oba person can be for Christian won zonta omonta anya mo on Bible it be quotation ya na ishe da anya papa sa mo hwe ni because mo akoda nyankopon as mo wie ye no ayi kakra Bible mu en se mo kofa ba na beda na serie what ma say sa na ma we nyina do try and train ya e bia do ka so nka ni ye and Bible ni Quran so de unipa no odani mu no ya try de ma na wo kwa na wa sa hwe verse ni se de na chewo Yankopon adom wo so aben what ma say according to in party for almost aben dia ada na da bia bekọ na okobo quotation nya papa tie so mo tutu eno so ye and the America che omo an say en kan san en kombetima ko sa program we say munim sam tutu bibia yi a we in the beginning me share ya brand na me hu brand champion ba bia na no mo Thanksgiving so far me share that one picture bia sa me hu kan Japan odi second no
e bia no mo tu kwan
da bia obi antu ko bia Ghana ma me kama sem Kojo we yes na say obo omo and can before mo be kono ese mo make sure say mo be siesie fie ne ma ni nyina hu say obi abeba program no bi ama doubt obi etu say o papa ni mpa na bia obo aseto no se na koma ato ne yam eti program de nyina ko obi na we program na sa ko ese no de kotokofo de tifie and house for the jubility to was a 1 year no mo jubility 2 years sure say they were kotokofo man for man ko bi we sure say march be ko ye ni Kojo metima ka chance wa collection na so anya 38 later no so nya 41 eno kra mpo de ye declare ye no na mo 38 Kojo ni nyina akire so akoto aba na sensensem aba mu a ese otimi siesie fie ana ase mu wini atan fie no anampo already mu 40 years the meto di ofie what man say about 30 to 40 years wait but at the end of the day mutu to fie ni ye bi ona no Thanksgiving shop the same cartel no na di ba omi achi no e yo mo a na mo to yampia maka na Japan no still na mranten bi da so to
okay
ye interview obi na obi da so to call and the numbers and your politics and timuntimi nkan kire mo chitaafo ni bia no mo to yampia se da adwobre ya wie sansem na ne mo kampo mo mra me reverse bi what man say still na mo jom na so na we are ko fa nipa no Burkina na se Kuwait and na dey abesian collection already baby on na senior et ko jode make tell me for my house for say omo make sure say on betimi no omo akabom because now no Thanksgiving there because I remember omo paniko fo ne na do mo time no omo wie in the beginning and to kwa na we na no ode omo make sure patchi bibia it the Thanksgiving na no and another no man panic for a two. If you are buying a lunch, Martin and another, so Cali go on the past 17.
Yes,
Saban me to be. What must say? And some of the seeing in our Thanksgiving, young in a Kobe. Kotoko by heart for by upon say, ya no mumpa beba. No be. I don't know because the day night declare, you know, can I Japan to be by the day night declare no, we need to be by party headquarters. I then 1 month is a 3 weeks above drew near Thanksgiving there. What's your moves to go? We have 10 years no musufi. Chesa mo kra mo nya mo plan say mo no mbeka bom
okay
nti mo de mo 20 mo 38 mo nwene ho say e betu mo about 28 because mo mpe nipa
okay
and this is so mo wini and mo mpe nipa what ma say na party mo mpe nipa ne wo pese wo kwa yimpa wo pe constituency position wo need diploma nti nko position hye mra fo say ya wo ye short of power
I don't want to need diploma nko baby
wo nti contest for constituency election
we need diploma
wo kra a year senior high school wo nti contest for branch that's the polling station nti NPP mra omodi abano na opposition wo te wo mra fu say ya wo pese oba power wo pe power ba de wo ja niam ma obi an kam na wo how many NPP for do say no credit diploma wo enkurase constituency na wo betima contest as constituency officers na wo mra na wo te akra wo didi me an wo mra wo say obi an fa so utima o ne say come ni obi a
okay
obi o mra o mo mra bia na obi adidi amen what man no mra na mra we a it to affect the party
all right
mama ko make an say want to fear you, and you easy to come power. Them buy you know.
Okay.
Because minimum say any crowd, man, this and be actually at least where they say bonus in your pocket. Do remember be a who 8 years at all go. Well, you are the amount be also who 8. Then go 60. We come at 20. I find you know collection. Where the back in a selection. What must say? You be selected sako. No mama we be able to come and say, "Oh, but we do away shine. Oh, petrol car full. With time that be a red so." What about Betrahanum? Who is the Abamwe Papa way? What about Mandisi?
God in red light I saw.
Previous, there be an answer net the tank I am because petrol says so. There's also told so the petrol.
Me name Sadia, but I want to name the Sadia. Me no. On the thank you.
Then Yama Koye,
Mamma 17.
Who's a
at least media and maybe I'm the car, but on what the motor.
Yeah, media
baby was what here, no. What do cut and buy a machine? I don't know what to mean.
Oh, all right. But I say, Maminti on Amu reconciliation to Nafi, Yamra Kuku, no so.
Earlier, Nana Michia, Maminti, preview. What your master came up. Mamintia,
yeah.
Now you see, it's very interesting. But Sebi, Bia Niwa, or the Nisa Bim Kumbeche Nufi. Inti I'm the Munya is it Gordon or Godwin?
Gordon.
I thought it was
Gordon.
Yes, that's what I also know. Na as a man or a king, I mean, make sure that Nankasano, if you hold him to street proof, he cannot stand that.
Which one? Hold me.
I'll say the election our year, the whole Africa. There's no election our year peaceful than that way.
Yes.
You see, and that's very interesting. More election why very peaceful in the whole of Africa. Only. Not even within the MPP, he's saying that it has never even happened before. That they've had an election that has been peaceful like this.
Yes, it is true.
Yes. So what I'm saying is that, if this is how peaceful elections are conducted, then we have a very long way to go as a country, as a people. We have a very long way to go. Because you see, it's not just the absence of Ilkumbiu. It's not the absence of Mashu Binasu, not Che Asumdre. Because probably he needs to go back again on the definition of peace. Asomdwe here, the absence of killing or the absence of hurting someone, slapping someone does not mean asomdwe. Nkofo bebre wote sabe on board nda but asomdwe nyi ho. You understand? And he himself said there, immediately the decision was even taken. There was coca because of the novelty or within them. Well, maybe it's a new thing within them. Out they add where they obey. But you see, we should all hasten in jubilating. You've taken a first step. I mean, metina abo ma abado de ampa. At least mukwe no showdown, physical exchanges no. Yamina do bibi da mamba, and it's good. In someone kanya nkofu beti nature kanina no. You should take it on board and work on it, because I always say that as opposition parties, we need a stronger voice. We need a party that looks more serious. A party nkofu obeji mwedi. So you can't do the same things and expect different results. But currently, people do not have trust in your forefront. You know, they don't have that trust. They know that Muye is it cosmetic or really the party has now really come back. They know, no nyezi, but now we have come back to work, because Mankasama punch holes in everything that you are going to bring forward. And we've taken the receipt already. In that yambo, by the right time when we are really competing, yabobo obi any receipt. The American and this full receipt yareji. MPP so what yareji. At the right time, we'll play everybody's receipt back to them. You understand? But in terms of organization of their program, the biggest fallout of their Thanksgiving, which one has everybody been talking about? What is the biggest thing everybody is talking about? Is it not Psalm 23 verse 118? That is the biggest fallout. And you see, people will interpret it differently. Intadibi or why area or money or you're very slippery. Politically, it's very slippery. We should be careful how we do it and how manner in which we do it. You know, it seems that it's becoming one too many. You understand? It is because on my we see a lot of intermarriage, we see a lot of religious understanding. Yeina yebo foku mehu imama we quote Bible da mehu osofa we quote Quran da. But you see, I think a guy, former MP, Titus Glover, yeah. Recently he was reciting the Quran on Good Morning Ghana, right? I don't know whether he's a Muslim, but I don't think he is, unless he is. He's a Muslim. But at least we see these things. But if you consistently do something, that's a bit or your problem. So I think there some of these fallouts, you know, we should try as much as possible to guard against it. These are things and feedback that you can take. You decided there you want to rubbish too. It is up to you. But generally, I think that as a unity that they are calling for, it is a must do. And they should continue that talk. Okay. It is very important that they work towards it. In 2016, leading up to 2016 elections, we saw the fallout. That was even more closer to the election. But yet, they were able to win the election in 2016. So, you've seen the fallout early. Probably work on them. In terms of one more, we decided they are not showing face, you know. Because it's good to show the face. It's good to show the face. Now, say, today, photography, we use old photography, we post.
Yeah, Paula Foucault, you know.
To look like it's recent
and all that.
You know, so all these dynamics, they need to look at it so that one of my what try the words what unity talking I hear them.
Okay.
But they should be mindful of their words.
Okay.
You cry subtly. or through golfing be a worry. Subtly, or can be married. They invested. We invested. You know, so
but it's not the truth. It's not the truth that every marry a man.
The truth, but become your wiring.
I can't because you're brave.
But Charles, my meeting on the unit in a few cocoa issues and so.
I mean, now I said, I mean, Chairman, I don't pay for me no more. God, for the first time, I welcome in that. I think it's the MPP, Papa, I be Ghana. MPP to send near Tina, Ghana, never break. And T. Obi a new over bomba is MPP, entity Pansam, and Yabasa, Debbie.
Kessben 92.9.
I think say election or Mukoi. O metimia article or no mastery, no makasu. O my yadia binsi da o Ghana. And just say self-denial. No. Now we shall say if you want more unya report and you don't get the actual picture. So we work it towards the unity. Because many will say or me dintinye manu kwani say afenyo marking say money no problem. There are a section of them on munya yanka afenyo ko. Others do not support it. But the hawks in MPP no are for some make afenyo. No bonny and he said the constituency a large by 79 votes. Na Kennedy anyane baby omunti ase omunyine into where Fenyo has to go out there and defend himself, explain, and why does he have to explain? Party a moji democracy tumu a wabi nomination na manfo akofa forms akọ election awie no somebody must go and defend why or timi in constituency for timi tuma obi. Are you democratic? Is that peaceful election? But they can tickle themselves and laugh. Yen ni ati hai minimum so election na dwuma so be yana no. As a national communication officer na director there. Ube cheche nsemu eya enyo ube cover neat because you serve as the image of the party. We shall say on a good note. Just obit me aye. Obit me aton akonya bubu. Yes.
Kessben 92.9.
The Maidi me Chamuvia.
I think say and before I said Domon Fama IGP. Say or to me who say MPP no or your unpredictable party. A party of high risk. And this one more koya idea he has to put in measures so that obey this escalating situation. I will not prescribe is a polling station and a polling center be so more 70 police officers. Say omatimi say aba on say that's that man. But of all this, omufa praise who's omo yinefim. In time past, omo condemn it IGP we have. Abrikumanov. Meboa. And Abrikumania no muko Abrikumania by election. Omuko by election. Yeah.
Wow.
And Abi held press conference and lambasted the IGP for the kind of security who provide they were on. By the way, there was one command or two. They are taking the credit. It's as if someone am I. Meanwhile, IGP has to deploy as much as 70 police officers per police center into 276 constituencies. Each 70 party head office. And I must have some joy or more can was me. Aba Sanka party phone police for uncle no man can be Emma. Election Dr. Mahmoud Bamia win convincingly. Omunyi na call her percent set here. But Brian called Bamia fee. Bamia called Brian fee. Kennedy called Bamia fee. Dabe.
Oh, what called that? I think say the day or Rabu Bacheja call that day that same day no call.
And the Kennedy name call.
Maka Brian sana mabo.
And I make can see any Brian Penecoy. Election nipa 5 na akọ.
That was a Brian Nkoy and I say Brian akọ.
And I'm down and Mr. Kennedy so become
medical that's one Nkoy and I
know. Kennedy has not been there.
Yes.
Now no nya second. I say Utieti Kennedy supporters almost year campaign about something the base. For me I don't think say a good for Kennedy as a politician and the party as a whole. But the Hawks no more take you over and have that notion say 2016 kwa ye pama foku no mo e panka major pon no mo eno kwa yidi to me obekwa amonko you get it so obekwa amonko syndrome na emoa because at one point mo see at Kennedy or throw the book ye or tin no won ko na ba bia and bia na oto abo no so no kra ba which means that more people can come. There are more people who are disgruntled than at Kennedy. This at Kennedy at Timia Bar. Others are around that. We get near my ye na moto to na more reaching out that. Obi be a problem our work with the Akufo-Addo style of governance and our leadership no. Ebe willing so beba. And that was why it was bad for the General Secretary to have gone straight to set up a suyi Professor from Pomboti ever party no. They get it. So yes, a professor sorry kutia yet didn't amount for anchor, but this time come up amano. What is it? So I didn't more in opposition you think of ways to do things and do it well. Alternatively here and never na shall say by cocoa body d near see ho na ya beka ho near and then they hear this is what to move the party Ghana forward. So unite the party at the base. No be a problem or no mon because I me thank you to no or see what taking responsibility as a flag bearer of the party going into the 2024 election until subobia yem famono the sana ted dia obi bia will be on 2020 o mawie I will expect say God no more camp no but me for 2024 no they will reprimand certain individuals. Number 1 on the list Kwamba Fabronye. I will be disappointed said by my camp support to Abronye for the regional national organization.
National organizer.
Yeah.
Abronye.
Yeah,
he's not contesting.
Says who?
He says himself.
So what's this an
What Abronye issue statement to say me patrol. Abronye issue statement to say one cast work contest national organizer. Unless a wo statement Abronye cast work contest. Do you have a statement like that? Make catch us Abronye issue statement. And so stick to that statement.
I've not gotten that statement.
Okay, fine. But do you have a statement or say? If you say, do you have a statement or say what contest
political party? Many of the people, none of them have issued public statement. But you need to meeting.
And I make sure say what issue statement is one.
So a afterthought.
Well,
it doesn't mean that one nature that ambition of going for national organization.
Okay.
I'm only saying such a person should not receive any support from the Baumia camp.
Okay.
For that contest.
Yes.
And because when you also want to support the people.
Yeah, no first man in yanko.
Obitisi Koka is it mean who impact on the Baumia support? I don't know Koka's impact. Say a bill or quite negligible. Koka ultimately for Koka contribution to Baumia campaign to Gordon. You can't because Obe says Obiabia Kanea Obe Bakukadi. Anybody who want to criticize Baumia team for attacking Kennedy will go for Koka. And I didn't know why Baumia team in the count 1 or 2. Someone Jai Koka. I know said want to me there. It got to a point they have to suspend him from the program. Omo enough program and my idea some more years at because
some kasa also can some say you know.
Oh man yes sir
who they can with the
I thought they would because maybe will be as a matter in all yes it is good but they must make MPP go back to its roots.
Okay.
I say as a lucky do be or say going back to our MPP must go back to its roots.
Okay.
A party of Kapima Minkabi I say no more foster that unity. Then they beat me up.
All right. But I say now, yeah, Bayport Semen Control say or more fix the post no muko so a young edgeman into them. While person you fix the post to be an only a year Bayport Financial Services for ND and common now omo boy ye pa omo a year interesting good a sikanas one a good pa. It is amazing, it's attractive and into no yet in term na be 5,000 and more no when sabe become more attractive a year returns will see kind so I don't want if a Bayport Financial Services for ending common so person year 3 months and person year 6 months and I'm pokrano or person year 1 year crana obe to me and a Bayport Financial Services for ending common na omo ashama when a general manager or that a year Bayport Financial Services and right man on bonnie ending common it was 0245 153283 0245 153283 and after 026 300 7922 026 300 7922. Now when a Bayport in the Encomo Saso and I diagnostic by industry semen cancer some the draw strong kwa be friend Tortina 74 na T74 no a draw strong kom mo a year high blood pressure no na face so high blood sugar chronic wounds hepatitis B and C HIV kidney infections liver infections ulcer prostate enlargement and after so bad breath ulcer and after so menstrual pains chronic cough asthma chest pains arthritis and after so mo 9 and them one san nyina no ehunhunu rough no hepatitis 74 T74 if a diagnostic herbal industry for hobano and I'll bet to me enye bia onomo a ebetumi aboa amayara me boss nyina no ano abrase amana ati efi hokra from ewa 0246 073498 0246 073498 and after 050 162 8931 050 162 8931. Now on the diagnostic herbal industry for ND and common. What am I don't just here and far a year the cocoa issues you know another 10 minutes the cocoa matters and back from a year Monday almost about 2-3 weeks now. It was heavy yesterday our year parliament and the figures that are channeled out in Inano, we all have heard, and the things are also away cocoa board and office cocoa farmers. A Western North demonstration, so minority caucus, a demonstration by cocoa farmers. People are saying, say, cocoa farmers. We've heard too many things on social media where people are saying who are part of your friend is saying the monocrano castle mujiska 250 Ghana citizens or more cocoa farmers and all that. There are too many matters with Dr. Randy Abe and this cocoa matters syndicated loans and all that. 10 minutes on this matter.
Now me Kojo boy kasa first no say party ye opposition na ye reorganization after the see we HND as a diploma untime
yes
and yes sanity ma me nchichim kakra me guidelines no wa okọ polling station na ye say secretary research officer and electoral affairs officer 3 positions we okọ polling station na e was so witimi we secondary school sanity oba constituency and was say I say be okuta diploma or higher education. Number 2, obi a one course secondary school. Ye electoral affairs officer of a political party. Obeda ko fu bi one course school. Ye pe obi amwa ba be ye research officer for a political party. Unpo obi akọ school. And obeda is a research officer na ma. E the research be no ba be ye pe constituency secretary. Police station secretary. Next day bakọ won timi ntwa won timi nkenkan Kojo obeye de aye enti ma obi ntina baabi empenti picture bi say all of a sudden SMPP ababaye aristocratic party say woni sa qualification go pa yin yan party and yes I let don't forget to say yanka chairman boom yanka chairman because party chairman constituency chairman enye one be research officer. The party adwi ho akwachi say research officer there wanye bian as we do school be to a certain level, and that is a right decision.
Okay, all right. Mate, yanko cocoa issues so.
Coca. Say coca ni kuku efa. And now a year Makati say yes suspend day coca mpacho enya no crese won't you multimedia. Then
Kessben
and I'm a kind.
Yeah, and then 3 days. General Secretary, not one of the sister station at Sempa. Or no, or cancer answer when you break his away. And I'm saying,
document, General Secretary, reading, you do home command. And you could tell me I make a program. You mentioned the action where
it is a correct, I think I would the correct one about Bonti fine.
Okay, okay.
Namikuta document. My speaking to the document.
Yes.
It's yet to meet the next time. That you know one can say.
Okay, all right.
A very innocuous comment, but man clarifies all be and be because he see me see. Yan suspend the cooker. When yet who can yet go to multimedia? Where madam me will do madam for the meaning I say public or you me deny no. He's my friend. You know down for all. It was back as a guest, as and when he's available. Yeah, campaign no. He has some constituencies beyond what I age more. Until now, man, the time no, I limited. And a 1 month, I think it's about a month to elections. And one no. Will be a 1 year staff of Untu Multimedia. How do you suspend him? It's another year, sir, anything.
Okay. All right.
Coco says him.
Yes.
Ya say Coco. And na I share Ghana bedru baby edri. In fact, gold crying to me share Ghana kese sa de said the edri you until recently ya me say gold in say some dey say reserves na air kosi ni. So pathetic say yetimika se Coco fu sika. Yateso. Similar situation by 2017. A brother Nekufo will take you over. The Nekufo will take you over and Nakoko less than around 500 Ghana cedis per bag. Now, international market, cocoa price $3,000 per metric tons. Now, Nekufo will buy a suit ebedu $1,850 per metric tons. Other than Nekufo will want so. Want so. I don't want to maintain the price, no want to, but want so. For 2 years, want to the same level. A bra scan epejani muno, and now one also 2 or to 2 more money could do 3,001 plus. And this buy almost the bare 100 cities be somewhere August, October 3rd. And almost had about 400 cedis a can. It's like a year almost 3,700. I say I did not tell from Namateswa. Must say MPP a boka a guho and untina yentimin tiaco foka yanunti teso. Nampacho 100 cedis. Any 400 cedis on what the 2 within 3 months. No one was a can of and now, 3,000 or more tests now. I think quite search. Who say, hey, all of a sudden, say a kabida ho. And as I can now, must say MPP bogu hono. As I can say the track for the car now. And yes, sir, and you know, correct. Eti and foot to them mu too good depending so no. I was so mujai. Ghana ye di koko fo shambo. If I may put them me different perception, go you can say. So called syndicated loan. Eti ya to koko more than 60 years. I don't know the best what is syndicated loan. Me ntiase. Eti ye nyan faso kakra to say we dey sevu kakra na one day ye Ghana esika ato ekoko ade ne ntimi by hiding behind syndicated loan lazy man's approach near the court after a year to elections MPP say after ye just syndicated loan ye be register no e wo fie ye register no e dia ba NDC buy 1 year almost use the same approach. Now I'm hearing some person go back to syndicated loan. They should find a better way. Cocoa for your domoka. Sababia cocoa price like what could do on transfer market no. Many sure say beka hosa. Maybe a year or 2 a besan akosoro. Aban pobesi. No fentua cocoa for the car. Next following year muntimi entumwa mamuntum basa mate so de mun kokofu ani ni ye especially whereby ya 2 years ago ya mose kian to koko mu 6,500 any 7,000 President Mahama onko to join fita munyare no fa koma na nekufa no fa na nase Kojo, can you imagine say 2024 na nekufa ado to cocoa price equal 6,000 da ene ke be say ene ke President Mahama say price number so low it is what so from 6,500 to 2,500 kasebo wo be sigana second nekufa do ye that reckless etie that advice from NDC already call 6,500 and kasemo si what they call 3,001 okro ma ba reverse ade no how much more 6,500 so the NDC should be grateful to the nekufa do Kojo minim ye ne wa ho mo atene kurase da na what tene kurase da e to bi abekọ na obi gbo ampisi wose ya me kobo ma ba kwaji ade aba enti ejibode betim yini fatu ampisi no na no ama me ba na ba bi me boa okay enti President Mahama ba enti nipa kro no wode bode betim aba mienu abeguso okoba na ade na ben ebe na so akoso be yu board ye oba ya wafa ni plate wo yi bode betem enan uko bibi da so wasan twa kakra de ahase ye wafa bayere ba ko da kan omo okro no abo okro no President Mahama abo Ghana kokofo okro no mbe kirew na kufu ado e bo na mpesie 3,100 wo ba ye wo de 500 ba beto som na ko 3,600 edibusu mienu achi a wo se ade na bi ma minyi misika wo anyi 500 wo yi over 1,000 wa bokoko fo akro no sabe pepe no waye wo mo at best ade o be so meka cha mo say die musika mo fa mfam ye demoka say ade ne sa akosora ese etua ska ne ma wo mo ye demoka wo omunka che koko akwafo say wa ye to koko bia at 2,500 now eseke to 3,600 difference of over 1,000 no nyame ya do se koko ne sa pagya ni mu a ye betua wo sika de ama wo omonya ne sa enyo back pay anye sa ne ni koko akwafo anyi hwe koko nipa kitua bi no muhum koko sika wo age se sika fo na kakra ebo no ma koko season be wie no bottle 10 ene obenya by the time bottle 10 mra no no di 2 bags akosia wo akogye cement no le kakra akokoto pono enti koko ne mra wie no na emu 7 out of 10 bags no eye obi sika anye ne sika bi okogye 3 say enka de 7 bags no wo de betua ka no the biggest wo hia be 11 bags it 3 na ka be ba ne nsem mo de ato bibi no sa 3 ko ensa amba ne nsem etimi de mesre.
Okay.
I think it's a difficult decision and a president that taking but I was so to take responsibility.
Okay.
Now one part much I say a dread deal mukodi decision muteki no wrong, they got it wrong.
Okay. All right.
Now sa there mo no me ne one day be this uncle mesamba documents be was saying say enye ka ya MPP boy enu ntina Mahama intimate akokofo ka no omunya ika because nya no kre.
Okay. Gordon asari bediako any attending can managing at the time ABC newspaper any attending kan Kojo mamintio na femi nko eye ora citizen o
me da asimi nua me zamfa kwanya so njetie for ni ahwefo onu NPP de me former party apart from koko yi de na e de som ko radio benya bibia ka pa koko ansesem ba yi de omunya bibia ka en ye nyina so de ina we cross me chrome brown kenya so bojam pom film fa ka ye hoye half ye do koko pa eni koko issue be ko jose da bia won se me kan me ni abre but me kan se me ya because me se emre bi atwam ekosro ene ya antum ene emre bi atwam aba form ne ya teso ni nyina ya na me de me fa se ho mpo hia what ma se ene kuani ne ote akodie ana ntotoro so ana kenya ase no de wo keke kan se wo kan bebrebe se nyina onte ba akokra ase what ma say because Kojo adenti na miami NDC foi motima transe ama koko na mre na so a mo atawie na fa na mo de nchechemu ba san nchechemu se na mbeti wa nchechemu dada ana meboa me ne wo kasa me nua me last month wonu ko carry ni koko 8 bags ni nyina ho no ma ya me papa ya ekoko abusuan koko no ko carry what your career and na me big sister so call you na dia call no the koko crack na be carry akwa 120 ankrofo to me sister no so there about 15 bags and no koko gu koko share the one and no dia an carry o and no dia ho no and na no decision about na say omo ya to omo dia dada na dia dey ye betua omo old price no but omo afa ne beto omo dia na dia e be ba 25 me sister na dia 15 bags no ni nyina o the same place o upon say we the end here wage receipt koko crack na man receipt or the kono ni nyina ho no Mr. Ndie baba ton 2500 na me brother ndie ndie on wage 3500 wo kasa asem
wage dada
wo say there be so no de wa carry ni de no koko crack na to ne de no ba age say na gu ho wo say a crack for ni nyina dwane ye do na e na no den etomu dwane ye te say na mu betu aka no say decision aba no me busa say nti kwayo say wo ne de sa de we di wo de ne nyina car be the same car and be fa the same koko na ko e ba be fa ko no obi de alusu kra wa lusu bibia men wa na pa fo ne niema nyina wodim say ni amount de ye eti ede na ndisi fo tena ase e ma ne ansa no ba beto ananse sem we de e de ache koko akuafo and ansa mo tu nyina ye de ba wo tena ase na ansa anyo ase ekwa ba ese na ba bi koko ene ya ne ye kan wo se koko no mo nto ne se sanke ne ye ba ya ye wi abi ye kwakoto beans edi ye to beans na etuaka koko ya no mo to no carry forward ana me boa enti identity ne antimi anto anko ton dadaada last year ne ton ya nka onim se October mu ne ye be bia another so onim se be bia chapter koko chapter na fe nke be enkomo esi edi ewu se ton sa tam no ka enkomo we nke hu nya se be di nne etini ya twa die ntine ya anko ton dadaada enke atiso ye ntiso edi ka ton amadwa manso dadaada ke we ne ton come out the price ntie ya ton ateki sa ne ma we nyina amade we ababe ehya kuafo kon edi na ese ye mia me nua for me na for ndc phone bitimi call radio tv no mo ka se 3500 no 2500 better than 3500 o ka sa se mo echi obi aso che se ba o mi enta change ase bi na aka any Ghana card what ma say one pen a Ghana card a good one Ghana card a good chair 1000 interchange ba o mi ape what ma say the same thing opposite catch obi say and now me no to we me 3500 600 2500 better than no as you coming crop you coming koko fo ni nyina akoma emu nchechire mu no the on say no ntina last before this incident be say buy catch say me can say me tell the reason here ya di koko board be ko sha ayase finance
yeah
me can hey me who are the cronty and me who adwene buy asama me later mo friend me catch am say yes say a minister say o pese koko e kai wo ni ndino o pese ben no na say be obetu aka na say and they say the ministries na aka no there's no need what man say there's no need say baba on say kwhye ho e kwhye ho say asem see koko board no once a Greek minister na agya na ni abira wo jekti mu meanwhile it should be ministry as you say you be a obaka say minimum hwe menti ase etimi jam na to eti ade na ekwadwo omo make sure say bibia because what think can Eric oboku be ko sankore ananse obeko bia esahwi woko ai farmers ne woko awse nka koko asem na nhyemase wo se bia mu se bia nyaado nyansa bia nhye da nim saa
okay
eti san reverse saa niema we man ko ba bia wo na me nua mo ndisi fo no mo cheche niema ne mu ye NPP fo no de omo de ono ai kwadwe nko fa nsem we nyina ma nyina onu se ndisi fo ka ho bi randia be si wo honum sasemo ma ya nko fa obi ka wa boma wo asemo ba afa ne wo kwakotena ba bia ko cheche mu se asimasi ebo ka se obentin bo ka se kwadwo wia no obusam se wo ba ye no adie ba niema na wo ye wo di gu akwa mu entini appoint attorney general wo Buahiedu honorable Buahiedu wo wie ye okwa enye 1 year ni
okay
court bi afrɛ ne da obi a charge ni bibi da etu kwa ye na na ote won sebia nyana wo ye dai ye na asema ba koko ofo ho no koko asema fe na ba che se honorable ko no syndicated loan okwaje ye no koko bi sa na eso de ko no wanfa half mpo anko esu scanner sa etu ba obi abɔ sa akro no ye se ampa wotifie ho ye dai kwajo it is American say mon ka che owura randia bi na no so omo ye unim de na nka be ma akuafo akomata omo ye ko mo ye omo wie omo se oda bi randi na wonti de bia me kan ye start ade na me kan asem na ko fa asem bre me se randia be o hia nkola bi abonten omo de banchi dua ne koko dua kire won to identify me kan say ye man appointment enya small wo kure mu enkofo ne me won se koko asem ba ye on ti ase onim de atie mo de ahye Ghana mrem say apart from attorney general as a lawyer ko obi abetima ko ba nya no kre
okay
enya no kre maybe ko gbe abu say hu po na me na say popo what ma say ba wo de me si nwura mu a kusi etwa me ne be kwa America me hu wa me nsuo no wotima se obi a oba bia na ho ode wo it is better ye wie ye mo se o asem ya ba ho nti ne de wa Randy na ho ode ni wo papa nti no one the media guy GTV and I feel the scene that be a sincerely yours no muyi and one corner muyi
the papa in sincerely yours
last time I GTV who porn out coffee and then I'll share what must say so at the end of the day omunyishi football no be ya 1975 1992 bon kwa e wo de we ya that what David the Americans we are the random media ya pasi ya revamp GTV.
The president knows he's equally competent to be there. So why are we worried?
And when say Maakye mu boni kama yi and akwa akoshe own go akofa nsema bayi defend any anya easy. What am I say? It is better say omo ye no my changes come now akumato ye mu aba na de krasi ni kracha be hye wo. What to ne man come.
All right. Kojo, meda say mamenko citizen one now fe minti on Koko matters. Citizen maminti.
I think that I'm getting a bit tired on this issue.
This Koko matter, right?
Yeah. Because because of the situation, you're praying for certain solutions. Those solutions on Chobabe another problem. For instance, even though that is not part of government intervention, but yete honorable means abonsu.
Yeah.
Many Gordon, so I can't almost the same thing. I've heard on other platforms today in Kaobeya and Kabenko Pebusia. Now on fans chia them gabno na a chino binya. Okay. One of the key things that are kind of the cocoa sector on yep too predictable. Into Ochina, you don't know whether the price will still even go further down or not. Erokobo Busia, neither solving that problem. Ochina a price no same lower. Even the price you are giving, I'm sure you're there sense to the kofum bill. Will you keep on going for loans to pay for that? It's Sabi, the fact that government now has incurred this cost and either because of probably actions are being taken, we should not deepen it by certain solutions. It's I think that the earlier make there. Even government solutions so sick now. I don't care there. You need everybody on board. Mobile in there, it could take a solution. Ochina, maybe solve a problem in there. Ochina being same with Juni no. I can the bill for parliament. And the bill going to parliament, I agree because MPP is also there. They will all look at it, refine it to ensure that whether it is MPP or NDC or GCPP in power. This is the way to go. So you can't just use one star policy. There, I mean, me believe in them. Intimidate. Or the problem that is what will happen. The other side of the coin is that you see, it is time to take a decision to really reset Cocoa Board. One institution, Mukita over 10,000 workers. Last week, Kojo Preko Dankwah. There's sometimes equal office ni bi wo no cry. Then I would see no cry no. You can't see any way you can do productive work. Yet you go do here from control people. And them 10,000 workers, most of them, about half of them are senior staff workers. And go and check their remuneration. So I say there, nyeme bebre wo and Ghana haye the madin bebre sector bi wo and our institution bi wo yehu there wonye ska kakra wo then we start populating them with workers. Inti ye frankofo wo ho as if there yedru gum keke. Because we are failing to create jobs at the places we are supposed to create the jobs. Inti you feel there one year inti yense some krofungo. And how many of those workers in Kra are cocoa farmers? Wamba.
But my understanding is that your 10,000 you said has to do with the entire general cocoa board offices across.
Oh yes, I'm not talking about Accra.
As in Accra, yeah.
No, I said cocoa board. So cocoa board is not Accra.
Cocoa board is just all over the offices, yeah.
But I'm saying that even in the Accra office, I was specific in saying there, in terms of being productive, if you per square meter, and go for what to in a space now, occupy in Accra, it makes it difficult for you to do productive work. That doesn't mean that the 10,000 are sitting in the Accra office. So let's be clear on that. But the issue that I also want to raise is that, you see, Asami Bay, Kojo can be there in Chechemunu Biwawa, it's too late. And for me, it's on me tired, it's unnecessary. When MPP came to power in 2017, in January, February, Yoko seized Dr. Opuni's assets because they believed that there was rot in Cocoa Board. Just a month resuming office.
Kessben 92.9.
By the following year, 2018, Opuni was before court. You come to power. It's been 1 year you have been in office. More than 1 year and 1 month, because I think he was put in office in January. End of January or so, right? It's been more than 1 year in office. It is only when issues like this come. Now, your audit. Nobody who takes you serious, even though there are issues there and people agree. But it makes it difficult for people to take you serious. Another blunder warrior in there. See, they are communicating that 2,500 and whatever price now was that man, or 90% of FOB price. You see, when you do that, all the time, Rebecca with 70% now,
Yeah, sure. From 90 would be about 70. What's that so?
So why do we communicate like this? Just because you want people to feel that you are doing well, so you are communicating 90% FOB, which is not sustainable. At any time where you have to go back to 70%, it becomes difficult for you to explain again. So you see, at some AC, it is not the best time you would want, but or a better pill you need to take. Obini time will take a haircut. Onya no insusado. This is your time to also take a decision. Ibenya no insusado, but would it help solve a problem at a good time? You'll be appreciated for it, Ada. So sometimes it is good to take the bitter pill. Yes, ebe na nkan krofugum because of Yama kind of work jute bags, so about sacks. Now they don't even need it. Wakren baby, wakre bugu after 1 year. So in your mushi. You know, I can't be a coba Attorney General office. But for me, we need to be careful how we are communicating things now.
Yeah.
Or in the more China, it becomes another stumbling block for you to really reverse everything else.
Okay.
I mean,
all right.
I don't know,
but I say a citizen at Todazi. Charles, Mamintio.
Yo, KPD.
Yes, sir.
Kessben 92.9. The Maakye.
New manager na kofa asema ba. Send a beya sa price model. Unzo ba ne bia no nkomodi is a new price model. And you know, in order for him to achieve that objective, he said, obese sa pricing model Cocoa Board no. Na say o masa problem we. Eba. Na obenya kwenya akosia cabinet. Na wada cabinet no maji atum. No ma finance minister mum. Na betre Ghana for nyome. That is all. Because senye sa ne tia anka audit report I call rounds with. All by ya no my audit. There's an audited account where reso do di canon 7. If you'd have told Ghanaians before in there, say Cocoa Board about 3.something billion at all. You should have told Ghana say produce buying no mudi half ama Ajinasari dey asore no sa company na gu ne Joel Johnson no agu ene wo ho no na nkeso ka challenges aye wo kire before ene na mo wanya ne sa asem ba yi no is sa na tie dia me kokani a me so be toye but then too late as medicine after death owo na si as a drone with the back crying away enama ayedin say obe defend Cocoa Board asem way in any case omo friends and trouble for no more church o ma sempo no ye bi no mo manfre na si ye no mo mfre ko ye boni e be kan e be kan why say o meet abe meet here is a sign adri. You see, the truth of the matter is a Cocoa Board no problem. Problem no a institutional. And no market at all. Omuni omo suppliers, contractors, omo ye duma mo omuna, omo dibu abaye no any o money in neguso. And they've done this over the period. Because see will complain about juice sacks a crabbe good pot a yen to me ye that's so cry. Or buy ye wine and no processing the ma NIB. Why not you go for investigating? Ye nim say a man for one no more crime rule may be $15. No matter time a Cocoa Board $80. We know. Over 2 win in our one or 2. It is like and then there are things we are covering. Who are you covering? We interest here day. What is your interest? So who need interest? Then I will cover. Now, Niabu Boba Crying, director of finance and administration. There's a popular company, Atlas. Juma Odi wo na director, deputy director FNA.
Kessben 92.9. The Biache.
Or yet linked to that company. And these things are near you are privy to. What do you mean can't tell me the name? I think that Randy is too smart for him to have allowed himself to this point. This is a point of no return. Ma mean to me wow. At this time, about you man to me wow, because near the way no.
Kessben 92.9.
Why should the company like Cocoa Board? Total strength, permanent staff, 10,014. Permanent staff, contract staff, 8,671. Forming 46%. Company being now bit me around. Just say we are aligned to cheap labor, and I bet 46% of you total work staff a contract. Who does that? How can you survive on this? And then no more. What are they doing? Omajuma specific work women a day. Just say you can't seem to understand Cocoa Board for principles or Mudige Jumano. Obian Tiasie. Say hospital na mubesi no Accra. Adai na mubesi ama ayeno masino awa Accra tema. Any spinters. Na Cocoa kwani nebre. Cocoa kwani nya hospital nko. Onya maybe Papa and Fanny Bank. Now, cocoa no Milo crown or more. How many cocoa farmers are able to buy Milo? Produce now more yano. Omu humpo na yourself. Nancy Tony the Konamu de Yamonema. That is where the issue is. So for me, this is an opportunity for us to reform Cocoa Board completely. You overhaul Cocoa Board. Now you redirect the purpose of Cocoa Board. Yes, I buy a car, they will do 50% retention and what have you. Come and chroma share nema bibliase. Uko tema. No we sit down kakra kabi. Sa dan kakaka no si so yantimia yuzu dan no. by being in feature kitwe bi and ya take you over. Danka kakane is one anke edi beye koko eno de ya forget it dino. Pain to go and me fanka dino. Till today. Ena ya ye koko boss and eti. Uko tu koko board omo dan na esi ho na sa nkruma sisi ho na esi ho. Omo mfa painting ka dino. Omo nya hwe wo ho no. It's like whatever Kwame Nkrumah left is what we are continuing. How many years after Nkrumah? Now we cannot think of modification. You how to make cocoa board useful to the people of Ghana. Now can ye bona nipa kakrebi. Few people and the benefit of cocoa board to the detriment of the entire country. Minim nya president who around him. Until the still thinks Randy should keep his job.
Yeah.
Yes, and he was a former member of coffee shop. I know that's a member of coffee shop.
Well, that's a member.
And then he was the president is also an associate member of coffee shop. Yeah. Is that a link? A coffee shop for Jumana. Cocoa board need a coffee shop for. And untina ban some kaya dinana. Is that why we cannot ask Randy to step aside? Because all the
say questions now raising.
Question because coffee shop for the God in your member on denying membership because we'll be a wire for all
or that's what you are to any views or a member store.
Maybe a proud member, me a junior member.
Yeah. Me tell me who junior members on mobile. Yeah. I mean who junior members on mobile.
Senior members no.
And some go see trade and junior members about.
Me who facha me last year Abdul Malik Kwekuba come me free mo no. Nti ye kwa yi na Afroba no ba meeting or ba watch. Ti me caption bi wo Facebook say former member of Yamenkwa. Adan ma control say we former. I just say get wo.
Oh,
you know because
but we dey nya free, enye free. Na his continuous
maybe or your friend to the family too as well.
No,
well,
it is not about the closeness because I know say we buy coffee shop for share.
Yes, yeah that.
Coffee shop omo share was asem we ho.
Omo normal meeting omo double no.
Try some manage enema. Okay. I just say we na gisem.
Okay.
This is the tsunami. Okay. So zero omo try omo meeting be 1 or 2 times we. And I know omo call Alisa no coffee shop for team. As omo call Alisa na coffee shop. I friend commanders ni na no omo team bi. But ni aye na kaya din. I say, the God in Barry and Kaya, somebody America, obey the coffee shop publishing. But always the woody fire.
It is what it is.
Exactly the point.
Mate, police in Edro, and one in Busa about make sure some men can't say will chrome and then in terminal cope be to nan nom nabu bubi, nama immune system no enquire, syphilis, gonorrhea, pressure, also stroke, waist pains, fatigue, malaria, and obviously liver and kidney problems in Nana and na a bow who buying and into the pay in boost about mixture nibi. Now to a pharmacy in a face of herbal shop will be a one sa ebekebi, Mam Wobokuno, so monko a calamet pharmacy, low cost to Quanosoa, Monsa ebeka a in boost about mixture no ebi honum. Namoso Matobi 0246 208496 0246 208496 now we AM pay for in the enkomo and found Sason I make catch us the chepam as a man catch us Gusua and Pam and Taria no come so we'll pay the best tailor in town, the best tailor in Ghana there na a chepam for your wedding a funeral na face so a outdoor name Tarabia the office bia krana obe to me at the chepam no weapon pam ni na so ama or what was she market a honum and na or the numbers no a 020 683 7738 020 683 7738 Chepam as a man can choose anyone who cried that form the one who sues for here the MPs and now for painful in idea are still on a bonnet that form between me a pump a year real where I'll be to me I shall be to me that quite Juma wedding in the Kenyan idea Chepam and now Beko now to me a bow Sason America choose the Sky more promotion 7 can choose some promotion on Muguso I don't know wow a year circle here and I face face no nam kwano ho nyina no the only mall was circle was that Twin Towers as that Twin Towers was circle traffic light na se honom a honom and a Kessben 92.9 FM so ewo sky mo say men kan cho say eniama efi America na face Europe aban nyina no ni nyina obenya bi wo say ye mo say ye organic olive oil papa biscuit toffee dem pa na wo hia obeso de kofie proper mall and one circle sky mall from na oni omo endi enkomo nakoho nakoto uniema ni bi na efu ye pa wo to niema na fe yete so ma wo de obenya ni nyina ewo circle sky mall friend no ewo 0240 212 510 0240 212 510 and after 0242 346675 0242 346675 na woni eye circle sky mall endi enkomo na fe ye meba na fe ababedi enkomo afa eye Burkina ho na fe ya hede ko and happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, Poma Checheku of Radio XYZ. Happy birthday to you, Poma. Radin Shop, Poma, happy birthday to you. From the entire morning crew to you, Poma Checheku of Radio XYZ. Happy birthday to you. And then a happy birthday to you also to Fusuhima. Happy birthday to you. Radin Shop. Happy birthday to you, Fusuhima. And then a happy birthday to you, Mama G. Mama G, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday once again. And it is 9:46 in the studios of Kessben 92.9 FM. So Kessben TV. So on DSTV channel is channel 364 and also on Go TV channel 121. On Facebook Kessben 92.9 FM. So Kessben TV. But I say so do a video no. Kessben 92.9 FM. So Kessben TV.
I feel better the other. Now feel better for who the road the mount. Make come for Circle Sky Mall at the amount. Say a foreign and not local food. Organic near my baby. Yes, Circle Sky Mall. Circle Sky Mall. I was some Debbie Mount. Every Saturday, 19th January, 17th February. Circle Sky Mall. Yeah, promotion. Products BI one. Yeah, the water swab from craft. If it provisions a bush of cosmetics, any toiletries a bush of and to the other side of Circle Sky Mall. No, I bet you would be Pebia. Loduko, never me fear de. Circle Sky Monty, and we are singing Denkra. Circle Sky Mall, your Kwame Nkrumah Circle, I'll see that Twin Towers down Wemu. First floor, Bora Abribia. Fresh 0240 212 510 and answer 0242 346675. Circle Sky Mall, your baby fear de.
Okay, so Circle Sky Mall and no. So let me read this one before I come back to here. Kojo Preko with the Burkina and the tomatoes and how on my Ghana you face this particular reality. Now it says hello, good morning, boss, sir. Hope all is fine. Thank you very much for your good work, especially Sir Makati. Please, I'm George of Tichiman Bono East and ODAFI by. And this one says that good morning, Mr. Host. The permanent staff of Cocoa Board is 10,042, while those under contract is 80,000. So putting all staff, you will get 18,042 by Adamu Yusuf Sani from Kwame Danso Sene West constituency. On also there or they Ebaye and this one says that good morning, Kessben TV. I'm watching you live from Seshi Jobosu Western North. MPP has nothing good for Ghanaians. They will the will of our people is what NDC is deriving. We won't allow MPP and their propagandists to throw dust in our eyes. Ghanaians are now vigilant and we won't entertain them anymore. Good morning to Honorable Kwabena Minta Akando, MP for Jabeso in the current Minister for Health. And this one says, you're not being fair to Randy. What is the crime of Randy? What warrants his dismissal? None. He has brought out none. He has brought out the rot and the mess happening are caused by the MPP. We ought to be grateful for Randy. No. So, Kojo, my man on chance with the tomatoes and nafe yenko enim. Yes.
One if I create or the massive glass one ibai.
We are not being fair to Randy. Yes.
Yeah, to Randy.
Yes.
Monko funny out of Cocoa Board. say transition period that man NPP winning and NPP losing and NDC winning we need that 1 month no omo ko promotion a omo ye Randy Kwedi no timi ka fa ho won me say nyi obi say mo ko promotion here and kola omo position kitu anya promote omo nya within that 1 month Kwedi no timi fa ho enti Randy dey say e ba ne nke be kana semo a me nya sure say nke kokobon mbo wotimi twam wodan nanim what must say na ni ya dan ya juju no sa say de be ya abai na betimi ade akle ne boko and the jano timi ni ote munim oze no nko coffee shop what my on the GBC do beko opro beko GTV
ma minti tomatoes
yeah me da say unu tomatoes e ba ye unse ye cut tomatoes unu se dum pempenzo a Ghana kuafo no ade bi obetimi adua be wie ni faso ni so enti bo se Ghana dodo na ntia ma omonye o me se madam fo bi dua pineapple we ensawom area mu ho na pineapple odua no e buy to extend say Kojo etwa de ko one of the company na we pineapple juice me pe me boni din ya Ghana obi anim ya de ko enu nu do omaye oma kakraka ba ko 2 cedis na pineapple bebrebe ya de ko ye no okay we dey say the 1,000 pieces in the buy ya ono maka create be 600 ya bre say we na omo pe omo afa wo ko so omo machine bi omo diguso na 400 in there machine na reject na say nyahwe reject on for omo te da bi reject say tugu Kojo me chese wo man we atimi ka say we ye madam me brother friend Oliver what they are work kwa ten bi also go do akachi because the pineapple aye no the company na say a man to tom number from what they are 1 cedi number to no na nyese pineapple nkitinkiti o ti Kojo te o man we mu na say wo into farmer emfa so obi anhye da ni so sa na meka no Kojo wo come yan ba bia wo nu say me transante figiase banko enti won me tomatoes pa Kojo me no kasa dudu na etie dudu na ehwe hon tomatoes o ko afom pa mo mafie da bi on be tomatoes bia be ba kakra bia no Kojo adaka baako e bi ata yi 150 200 chese dura wo to ye fertilizer ne ma bra wa bra nyina wo ye na baba bia ye ema ne ba mo ntoni ye wo ma so ba bia no be ko bia emfaso ni so eti se metima ka dudu ni nyina agya yo dudu ni nyina agya just abai na se ne me ye a farm bi de tomatoes farm na bi aye because the body abai me ana ye enti de me announce say dem ba be tomatoes board bibi santia ba ye beton say ye koko board ni ade fine ba se Ghana obi be ka o ye tomatoes Kojo me ka chomfaso obi ani so be tomatoes wu gisa wo mpa ebon say tomatoes kwatwe na nka nko a wo de atima pie na sa mo nyina mo de atimi ba de ne tomatoes ni ba ye nto obi aba obeso bi de akonifie enti obi agya sa de na echi enu tram ye ma na du Burkina Faso ena enu se Ghana fo no ye nua bi ade ne ye to wo no a ye bu ni kwase abroso Burkina am ka so mo kokoto tomatoes Kojo mo ko Burkina kwa e ma no so dua bu enti bu kwa de arrangement na mo ye se nya Burkina ekwa na no ha o between Burkina ni Mali wo mo chie ne so ho no mo koto tomatoes no timotimi nya arrangement say dey ma ho no ma magi o mo fam na ye me big sister me your first born we not to top board dey ne bank ne ma ne ma bakra ha wono no load bank ne board dey no na car ni mu ano beta me ni sister eku ntoko wan hwe ya one day car dey we load ready we go for ma mo awu me kaka wanted to say wo mu last 3 years na car ni ba hwe for mo enkoko nwura mu ho e ma ne na mu buye and they say adwuma no pro wajai ne na ne asom na ye dey bas wajai Kojo what man say what was sika what load car e board ya ma obekore mi sister yi what ntoma bo ni sisi no at front space deck na what ekire the same thing ma ya mo ko Burkina etimu ko arrangement be na mo ye da bia na so obekọ Burkina na cars na mo ko fa na arrangement na mo mo aye enti so mo timi arrangement Kojo da bia even ya ko na of mpo a na afa fom a udu ba bia police for no ma dodo cars dodo ni nyina ba be gada wo ba bi na mo de mo twam bi wo ho ni ye hampo de ba bi ehu na Burkina ntokwa we ma ni so hwie so mfa mo ho we na aba no mo fa ne normal wo Kojo se man bi ko mo so mo kwa de we ma ni bi di wo mo di agro wo mpa so anya de keto a me wo namfofo mo ko Togo ko fa ne ma ba custom officers no mo some of them se kwa be fo atwe ye do ne ma be fam ama ho ato wonti no ese no gro medam ase ti hono mon e ma ne de wo mo ne dodro na wie eti wo yire no so ofa ne ma Togo no de ba ofa ne mo kwa no aba na do okọ no aba Kojo oba o se o me de me ba me ti fam because me na fofo ne nyina o mo ase de ene na fofo na ekọ eti me se me ma me mo ne me nua ma ne se Burkina no mo ko fa tomatoes eye wo mo nya arrangement a car na de beba car ne ba na ohia no akwajo niema na da bia mekọ ne de akwajo de ase beba fie etime de owuo ne niema na eba ne de ya ene de omo ye na so sa timu se ekuro na munyu yo na munye se bejo ne bi obi ni tuo na age ene obi so di tuo egina bonte so so nya obeje enti wo wura mu ana wadwene mienu ni ehu na wo interview nkrofo me hwe program no ma me bi import bi ka se ye kokoto a ye ba ye boka etimu boka so odi koto ba ye dai edi na kokoto abeboka e wo na we mu wo ha na edi ehin na ba no so ntimi bi ko me am se Ghana obi na obedi agric minister odi ni ye e chere kopoku ba akua no so bia na begu ministry so kai no enti na ye okuma ye wo we dodo wa ye nyina fa ka meto bia na ministry omo amedi ba we wadi ni ye e kwa me fa so make sure say tomatoes in se be farm kese bi ni apekwa e be fa so at least tomatoes ye beto an can something e beto use in future no be boa yes and beto aboa dan say omo ya na protein dodo na fi da sector no minister kopoku say wa woni you on all the minister on a prefect or si adwuma na se bibias we ka say obefa yen pepepe make a god in ni minister no so amebo number but bende abasa
okay but says the mamintio
odi kan yaba ma ebusia wa share wa de she yakọ the oyeyo the mekope bibi ma ba busy and you go through such painful death the obeshow oyeyo nti best ebusia the yemo yakọ some of the lessons are able to me after in the beyond the Munua Kojo working GCPP has something they eat what you grow what you eat. If we are following this principle, some of these things a bit me are minimized because Ghana ya wasasa sebe if there is even a particular type of tomato na ya pia ya kafa if desert we ya ye benya asasi bi wo Ghana obutu wa survive me yedua wa ha tetakwashi okafo kuku fi Fernando Po odeba Ghana yedua mo ye mende yedi hundbe. So if there is a particular
Kessben 92.9
type of tomato wodua wo oye Burkina suruwe ya yem nyanim wo kweya ye kofa dem one that type is the Ghana yebutum yakofa ba na yebudua wa ha na yetum ya da minimize some of these because I really feel that when it comes to farming we have not explored to the letter. One request may to the finance ministry and to government in there. In the ministries are we saying, and I so agree with Munua Kojo. The Greek ministry is working towards a pointer ezibeng obebu na obia make sure that we have enough food. Inti wa go back to most of the irrigation farms na yawana why defunct to revive them. Yet when it comes to funding, to release funding to the Greek ministry is becoming a challenge. So I will call on government and the Minister of Finance. There, irrigation projects we should finance them so that we are able to get the needed cultivation or the year. I'm the year academic semi. Obi di palugu dam some film. It was on a laughing note, but I thought it should be on a serious note. That if Palugu Dam and the plants are here because of the Palugu factory, processing factory for tomato, if all these things were working, as someone could do if you are what in Yamani Bua or farm we are processing crab issue into him there, where tomato one top say into price will be super more. But if you know that you have other places where you can sell them, you could have dealt with this. And I think the trade ministry should be interested in some of the issues that Kojo raised about industry and the companies in India. They are taking advantage of the farmers. They make up bread and Maakye farm. In most of these industries, you know, there, Master, Yanta, Warren Van Kubibia. Until they also determine whatever price and they will give you. Depriving of the farmers of for Suzanne the way you want. I think that the trade ministry should be interested. And Dr. Otukono, I think he is in charge of agro business.
Yeah.
They should be interested in some of these things to follow through. No one share the main and nano Brazil, but Ghana had the issue ba na can answer.
Okay.
Say issue and buy and country. We should also tighten our security. The same connecting with baby theft TOC war. It looks like sometimes we become so relaxed on certain things. Yes. And we say we na can win some 2-3 days then we'll go back to business as usual. I think we should sustain some of these things. Na yensa. Na abe 1 too many.
Okay, all right. Gordon, I mean to you.